Hi there, everybody. Thanks for joining in. Hi, Wayne. Hi, Dave. Thanks for joining in. Let's see, who else do we have here? Logan. How are you, Logan? Thanks for joining in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm just kicking back and relaxing on this Saturday night. So thanks for joining me here. I'm not cooking. I'm not doing anything crazy. I may work on my latch hook. I'm working on another one. So I may kick back and do some of that while we're yes, yes, my rooster's in the background here. Yes, that's a pillow that I made. It is latch hook, so it does it's 70 rows across and 70 rows down, so that is predominantly right here. I make a bunch of different ones depending on the holidays or whatever, but since I have chickens on the farm, I thought, why not? I'll make one of those as well. I'm making a little cow one now. I don't have a cow at the farm, but I thought I would do one, right? So thanks for being here. I appreciate you joining me on this Saturday night as I just kick back on the couch, relaxing. Today was a very busy day in the sense that I'm still, if you've been following me, then you know that I've been working on a pine door. It's a build-it-yourself solid pine door. So I built it and clamped it and let it set overnight. So this morning I took the clamps off, sanded it down, then burned the wood. So if you haven't done that before, that's a lot of fun. I really enjoy, especially on that pine, having all the variations of the wood really show through is really cool. So burnt the pine, so all the grains show. And then after that, so I burnt all the sides. Then I sanded it down again if I thought that there were too many, if there was too high or what have you. And so I took some of that out. And then after that, I stained it. So I stained the whole thing in a Valspar smoky mirror, semi-transparent stain. So then I stained it, but then I wiped it off so that it sets into the wood, but it doesn't completely cover it. So I wanted it to have a nice sheen to it. And then after that, I put 2 coats of polyurethane on it. So that's been my day. And then I did spend some time in the pool as well. Hi, Michael. Thanks for watching me all the time. I appreciate that. So thank you, Captain Shaq, for thinking that I'm crafty. I do like to stay busy, and that door is going to be the bathroom door for the cabin. So I have a cabin that is like a tiny home and a workout. So it has a treadmill and weights and stuff in it with a little galley kitchen. It's a tiny home. It's only about, 400 square feet. It has a day bed that pulls out into a queen size bed, so I can have guests that can sleep up there. And I'm working on finishing the bathroom. So right now I have, I ordered U-channel so that I can put my glass doors in the U-channel, because it was supposed to be frameless, but I did not have my walls completely plumb. So the way to fix that is to actually put them in a frame. So what kind of dog do I have, asks Arnie. Oh, Annie, sorry, Annie. Annie, I have a Chihuahua Rat Terrier mix. Stella is one of 3 rescue dogs that I have, and she's my normal companion, and normally she'd be up here, but she's out playing at the moment. So weather is good, she goes out and plays. So it was too hot during the day, so she took her nap earlier, and now she's out playing. Thank you for the roses. I do appreciate that, Willies. So yes, so she's a Rat Terrier and Chihuahua combination. So Yes, I am an animal lover. I do have, like I said, I have the 3 rescues. Uh, Stella Willow, who is an all-white dog, and she is just a mutt, a happy-go-lucky. I'm trying to train her to be a farm dog, and she just likes to love things to death. So, and big part of her um, is that was way too much for me to read. It's something about North Central Florida, so it's about all I got. Um, uh, but she's a big part of her is retriever, so all she wants to do is retrieve things, not herd things and move things along. She wants to pick them up, love them to death, and bring them back to me. So, and then, oh, I always forget this. I have one that till it starts scrolling, I miss all the scrolls. So thank you for joining in. All right, so I missed a whole bunch of people there, so you can try. Annie goes with Arnie sometimes, right? I know, I saw the name and I automatically, it said Annie and I automatically thought of Arnie. Arnie is my dwarf goat, so he's quite a handful. Am I a handyman, or I'm a Jill of all trades? Yes, I do like building and renovating. So the bunkhouse that I'm seated in is been almost completely renovated. I haven't finished that one either. So there's still a couple of projects in each one of those places that needs to be done. So once the glass is installed in the cabin, then I will be able to finish the door. I don't want the door in the way as I'm trying to bring the glass back and forth and get it set and do all that other stuff. So it's a little bit selfish on my behalf because I could absolutely install the door. I just have to work around it. It's just not as easy. So, and I do have a section that I have to drywall that's next to the shower that holds. I went with tankless water, instant hot water heater. So that is up and on the wall, but now I have to close in the wall. So there's that. That has to get done. That I have to joint compound that, then sand that, then finish that wall, paint that wall, and then I can finish the door. So in the meantime, I can get the doors started. It's roughed, so I still have to put the door casing in, and I'm going to be using the cedar trim that I've been using everywhere. If you've been following me, then you know that as I've been renovating and building, that I've been using cedar trim. I just finished a project where I trimmed out 3 windows, the 3 windows in the shed using cedar trim. Today I polyurethane them because I was working on the polyurethane, so I combined that together. So stay tuned for those videos. Those will be forthcoming shortly. David from Georgia here. Thank you for joining in. Joe, thanks for thinking I'm a hard worker. I like to stay busy. It's just it's me. I like to stay busy. So, and let's see. Oh, Benjamin is going good night. So thank you for joining in, Benjamin. Sweet dreams. Well, you have Mary Burke live. So if you know who I am, it would be hard for you to not know who I am, but you have me live, chatting this Saturday night, kicking back, relaxing. I'm not cooking. I'm not building something. I'm not doing anything. I'm just kind of relaxing. If I do something, I will work on my pillow, which is a cow. This one that I'm working on is. My arms are cooking. Yeah, you like those arms? Yes, I did work out a little bit today. So, hello from Punta Cana. Cana, Punta Cana. Thanks for joining in. Hi, Scott from Somerset, England in the UK. Thank you for joining me. Hi there, is it Ken? Hi, Ken with 2 N's. Hi there, EM. Thank you for joining. Big fails. What country am I in? I'm in the USA. VJ is from India. Thanks for joining in. Shadow says hello. Thanks for joining in. I do appreciate you all being here. You can let me know where you're from. I can call you Eric EM. Okay, thanks for letting me know. I will try. As people start telling me where you're from, oftentimes it scrolls so fast that I can't keep up. Russia. Somebody asked me to take my hair down. Marco's from Canada. Nathan's from Tennessee. Montana in the house. New Jersey. Yes, I've been to New Jersey. Korea. I have not been to Korea. Florida. Yes, I have a property in Florida as well, so I'm pretty familiar with Florida. Glenn is from Michigan. Somebody's from Boston. Another one of my stomping grounds. Thanks. Another one from India. Thank you for being here. I appreciate that, for chiming in. Connecticut. I'm fairly familiar with Connecticut from being from the Northeast originally. I have spent some time at Mohegan Sun, Foxwoods, as well as Hartford and New Haven. Germany. I have not been to Germany. Yes, you love Connecticut, Christopher. It is pretty up in the Northeast, isn't it? And it's getting to be nice weather up there. Colorado. I have not been to Colorado. I have not yet. Modesto, California. I may have driven through it. I don't know the geography of California, but I did do a road trip many years ago now, probably even back then, back before road tripping was a thing. I took a 2-week road trip some 28 years ago from San Francisco to San Diego, making stops along the way. Whitney is from Ohio. I have not been to Ohio except to land in Cleveland for connecting flights. So that doesn't count in my book because I didn't explore anything other than the airport. It was only a short hop, so I didn't have time. Venezuela. Yes, I have actually been to Venezuela. I have been to Caracas twice. So beautiful. Turkey. I have not been to Turkey. So thank you. Glasgow. Is that is that in Scotland? Glasgow. I have been to Aberdeen, Scotland, but I have not been to Glasgow. Let's see. Venezuela. All right, Willie. Venezuela. Yes, Caracas I've been to. Beautiful beaches. I went to a beach and with a group. It was a group tour, and I swear we were the only, it was a most beautiful beach, and we were the only people there. It was stunning. I felt like I was in one of the things right out of Jurassic Park, like the second one, Lost World or whatever. I felt like I was right there. It just had the greenery and the trees right there, and then the big cascading beach. It was absolutely beautiful. Somebody asked me about travel, but it went by too quick, so I didn't see it. Thank you for the roses too, by the way. Thailand and Brazil, I have not been to. No, I have not. So somebody says that they don't speak English. Well, I'm so sorry because I hardly speak any other languages. I took 5 years of Spanish. 5 years of Spanish. And I don't know hardly any Spanish. I know that's terrible, isn't it? Thank you, Billy, for the roses. I appreciate that. And for gifting me. I do. It's hard for me to read your comments. I'm going to try. Somebody's saying he's sorry for his stupid comments, but can I answer his comments? And that's as much as I got. I didn't, where do I travel to? It just depends. Many years ago, I traveled for work. And then, so right when I got out of college, I got a job in the real world. And then I decided I didn't like it so much. So I decided to figure skate for Disney on Ice. because that was my upbringing. I was a competitive and then professional figure skater. So I professionally toured with Disney on Ice. And when I did, I toured South America, which I went to Venezuela. I went to Colombia. I went to um, Mexico. I went to um, and I went to Europe, parts of Europe. So that was the tour that I was on. So I went to Ireland, England, Scotland, uh, France. And then additionally to that, I've also traveled. So I went to Chicago when I was working because there was a trade show, so I got to go to Chicago. I was also working when I went to California, but when the job was done, I said, I'm taking a 2-week road trip because I'd never been to California. So I said, hey, let's find out about California. And I've never been back. Back then, there was way too much traffic for me. So again, thanks for being here. Thanks for joining me live. You've got to have Mary Burke Live. So you want to make sure that this is the account that you hit follow, like, subscribe, join, all of the above. Thank you, Eric, for the roses. I'm getting dozens and dozens of roses. Thank you for being my title gifter. I thank you. Thanks for thinking you have great legs. I do a lot of walking here at the farm. I also do some running, whether it be on the treadmill or around the farm. I also work my legs. I don't have big legs, I just have firm legs. So, what accent is mine? It's probably a lot northeast with some southern stuck in there. I try not to sound like a northeasterner. However, it does poke through on certain words. So I've worked very hard to not sound like a northeasterner. Ooh, I got like the galaxy that just happened there. That was very cool there. That was a alpha wolf gave me like the whole galaxy. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you, David, for sending your love. Hugs and kisses back to everybody. Happy Saturday night. It is a beautiful, warm evening here in southern Alabama, which is where I am currently located. I do appreciate you all being here and joining me. If you don't currently follow me, hit the follow button, because then you'll be able to see all the different social media platforms that I'm on. Once you check my bio, you'll be able to see all my prior posts, reels, lives, anything that happens to be in the vault there. It's all, you have access to it all. So please make sure that you hit follow or subscribe or join, so that you can get all the information from me. You'll get to see all my projects. Oftentimes I'll have fans that'll say, why don't you show a finished project? Well, I do. The problem is I was thinking about it earlier. I'm like, I never show a project like time-lapsed or whatever, start to finish in one video. I just film it as I go. So, you kind of have to follow the breadcrumbs, I guess, so that you can see the progress on each one of my projects. So whether it be putting up the fence, painting the fence, whether it be the build out of the cabin, you can watch my videos from when it was just the shell, and then be able to see the progression through all the different videos that I have posted. So, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I do appreciate it. Gordon, what's your question? You just said Mary, exclamation point, question, question, question. I love that you do hard work. Thank you so much, Christopher, for liking that I do hard work. I do. I enjoy working. I do enjoy working. I do enjoy staying busy. I enjoy staying physically active. I enjoy working outside. So I am blessed that I have the ability to go ahead and do that. That I can. That I can actually go ahead and do those things. So, again, starting here in the bunkhouse, I had to rip out some of the subfloor, replace supports, do it all. So it's been a labor of love to do it all, and I'm just happy that you've been here to see the progression. Now, I will also tell you that I get help. So when I need help, I get help to come in and help me out. So I'm not a one-man crew. I get millions of views every single week, 7 to 10 million views on my different social medias every single week. So that's, to do that, it takes a production crew. So right now you have me on a stand and it's just me sitting here chatting with you. But I do have meetings with my crew, and whether it be what we're doing with animals, whether it be what we're building, what we're doing. And on top of that, I do, I call in the experts when I need to. So I had a granite countertop installed. I take care of the countertop, but I didn't cut the countertop. I didn't install the countertop. I installed the cabinets and leveled the cabinets before, and the subfloor before they came in with the granite countertop. But I let them handle that part. I had a glass door installed on a tub because I didn't want to mess with it. So I had an expert come in and go do that. Now I'm trying to do my own glass door. And as you can see, I'm finding out there's problems and setbacks to it. And being rural, I don't have access to all the things that, those tradesmen have. So I had to order the track to come in. So it takes a little bit of time. So somebody says they love my rooster pillow. Where did I get that? The rooster pillow, it is made by me. It's a kit that you can buy on Amazon. It's latch hooking, which is what I have here in front of me. And it took me about 16 to 18 hours. There's 70 boxes going across and 70 boxes going down. You can open the back of it, take the pillow out, and but it is a yarn fabric on the front, like so. And like I said, it took me a long time to go do it. So the yarn is pre-measured, and it comes in, about this like probably 2-inch length, and you wrap it around the shaft of your hook, and it's called a latch hook because it has a hook on it, like so, that has a latch that you close. So then you pick one of the boxes, you open the latch through it, pull the latch all the way to the other side, you wrap the string around the yarn around either side, you pull it up and over around the end of that latch, you start to pull it close, you close the latch, and then you pull it through. So that's latch hooking. You may have done it as a kid. That's how I got into it. I did it as a kid and I loved it. So since during the winter months, I had a little extra time on my hands, so I made them. So yes. Yes, I'm happy you caught my live. So it does show a different side of me, and you get to know me a little bit better. Because I can just sit here and kind of talk with you. This style of live. A lot of times I'm doing something during my lives. I've built a door, one of those pine doors. I built a door, so you can actually go back through, and once you hit follow, you could go back through and find my live where I built a door live. It was before I was burning them and I was just staining them. But I also drilled holes in my cabinets for my handles. So I did that as a live. So oftentimes, or I'll cook live. I planted my garden over Easter with you guys live. So I try to bring you some aspects of my life live, as well as videotaping and putting it. Name a car? Um, well, my Jaguar. I love my Jaguar. If I were British, I would call it a Jaguar. I actually sold my Jaguar, so I don't have the Jaguar anymore. I now have an Audi instead. I've been trying to think of a fun little convertible car for me to get, and I was this close to getting a Challenger, but I thought it was a little bit too much car for me. So I'm just being honest. I thought it was a little bit too much car for me. And I like the Challenger, and I just think I might like it a little too much and go a little too fast. Christopher asks if I've ever skydived. No, I don't do things that I can die from. Now, granted, driving a car every day, you have that possibility, but I don't, never, not willingly would I, in case of emergency, if I had to dive out of a plane, I guess so. But no, I have an extreme fear of heights, so that would not work well for me. Corvette, that's a good car. Yes. A Hellcat. I was looking at the Scat Pack for the Challenger. I thought the Hellcat would be way too much power for me, and I was looking at the Scat Pack. Mitch, no, California is not my accent. I am definitely not from California. I'm from the Northeast originally. But thanks for thinking of me. So thanks for joining in. You have Mary Burke live here, and I'm just sitting back chatting with you. So you love to latch hook? Oh, good. Yes. So I am working on a cow. So it's supposed to look like this when I'm done, like one of those Hereford cows. And this is where I'm at on it so far. So you can see I'm about 2/3 of the way done. But if I'm not talking, it takes about 15 minutes to do one row. So yes, this is a pillowcase. Yes, this is a pillowcase. So then you just get the insert. I believe it's a 12 by 12 insert. So yes, for this. So thanks for being here. I do appreciate it. You have Mary Burke live. Yes, you do. And I'm just sitting back, kicking back, relaxing, chatting with you a little bit here and there. Hi, Robbie. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you, Bob, for thinking it's amazing. Preston, do I know a Ryan Burke? Possibly. I can't say that I do, and I can't say that I don't. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure I do. Scottish Highlander? Yeah, oh, and then it scrolled so fast I couldn't see the rest of it, so sorry. Do I like spaghetti, William? Yes, I had spaghetti last night. It was in my chicken meal that I had last night. Thank you, William, for thinking that I'm good at that. Do I have any boots? Then you definitely have to hit follow and subscribe, because I definitely have boots and I wear them often. I wear Timberlands. I have Timberland high heel Timberlands. I have black cowboy booties. I have knee-high black boots. I have brown Western boots. So, am I from Scotland? No, my ancestry is Scottish. I mostly predominantly Irish. My ancestry is 65% Irish, with the balance being made up of Scottish, English, Welsh, and smidge German and Norwegian. 4% Norwegian. I should try an Italian restaurant. Took a year to get a reservation at an Italian restaurant. I don't, which one? Yes, I did make the chicken pillowcase. That is the, yes, I did make that. And it is a kit that you can get on Amazon. Um, uh, that you can make it yourself. Like I said, it probably took me, I'm guessing on in between, it probably took me 16, 17 hours to complete. Oh, you're from Aberdeen. All right. Beautiful, beautiful up there. And I got fish and chips when I was there from a street, but well, not a street vendor, but a walk up that you can get to. What do I what do I like to do mostly? That be here on the farm. That is that, and travel. I like to travel occasionally, and I like to be here on the farm. You're British, all right. You're from England, fantastic. Louisiana's in the house. I've been to New Orleans. You're from Cecilia. You're from New York, upstate, mid-state, the city. Whereabouts? Can I take a picture of the chicken behind you? I missed that. I missed that. You're from Rhode Island. I do like Rhode Island. I have spent many days in Newport or Narragansett, or Pawtucket or Providence, actually. North Carolina. All right. Excellent. I've been to Charlotte, North Carolina. 65% the Irish, you can't go wrong. Exactly, exactly. Yes, I am an East Coaster. Yes, I am from the East Coast. Although my property in Florida is on the Gulf Coast. But I guess I'm still on the East Coast of the United States, yes. Mississippi, I've been to Mobile and to Biloxi. Algeria, Peru, and I have not been to either one of those. Where am I from originally? Originally, I am from the northeast of the United States, and about 20 years ago or so, I transplanted to Florida, and about 3 years ago during COVID, I had the opportunity to buy the farm, so I bought the farm, but it wasn't until February of last year that I was able to be up here full time. So I have not visited North Dakota, Honduras, or Angola. Hello from Tennessee. Thanks for joining in. Do I have abs? I'm sure they're under there somewhere. I do work my abs along with the rest of my body. I am having a good evening. Thank you for my best wishes from Michigan. Thank you so much. Sulung from Indonesia. Thank you. Have I ever been to Canada? Alif asks. Yes, I have, but only the East Coast. I have been to Montreal as well as to Quebec City. Hola, Marcelo. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for thinking I'm beautiful, Mike. I do appreciate that. Somebody else concurs that I do have abs, so thank you. I have obliques. I don't have a six-pack, but from Morocco, thanks for joining in. And Brazil is in the house. Thank you for being here. Yes, thank you. I do appreciate you all joining in and just kicking back with me here. Greece is in the house. Thank you so much. Thanks for, I need a Scottish husband, question mark. I have a husband, but thank you. If I need a backup, you never know. Obliques, what are obliques? The oblique muscle is the one that runs down the side of your abs. So in order for you to have a 6 or an 8-pack, you have to have the center cut, which I have a small center cut, and then the obliques, and then you have the transverse muscles across for the 6 or 8-pack. I've got like a 2-pack. That's about it. Tell you a story, Bob, about what's happened here on the farm lately. The newest addition to the farm has been Mavis's baby. Pearl is her name. She is adorable, a baby girl goat. So I have two goats. Arnie is a dwarf, I believe a dwarf goat, and I'm thinking that Mavis is a pygmy goat. Either that or she's just a very small dwarf goat. And so Mavis and Arnie have been together for the last year. And recently I noticed that Mavis was looking extra wide in the middle back around the end of April. And I said, I better get her her own pen because I think she's pregnant. And sure enough, on May 30th, a month later, I was able to help. And you can look through my posts and my reels because you'll see it. Oops, I dropped my water. You'll see the birth of Pearl and me with her about an hour afterwards, and just seeing her make leaps and bounds every day. She is already one in the pen that I put her Mavis and the baby Pearl. I have a corn feeder that I've put on the side and opened up so that they have a little burrow that they can get into, as well as they have a structure for inclement weather, for bad weather, that they can get into. But with the baby, she really likes to get into the corn feeder. She's, like I said, she's very little. So, but over that, I put 2 pallets and then screwed a top landing on top of that. So she has a little A-frame that she can climb up. Well, she's already climbing up that. And today, for the first time from the platform, she jumped down. She's been kind of walking, sliding down, but today she was able to jump all the way down. So it's a good, and she's only a week and a couple of days old. So that's amazing. They are, what kicks do I have on? So I don't have any kicks on. I am barefoot at the moment. Normally I would have my socks and shoes on, but I'm inside the house, so I took them off. Somebody asked something about my heritage, but I missed it because somebody else was scrolling. It had a lot of things scrolling by. What's the temperature like where I live? Today was in the 90s. Today was definitely a hot one out there. So I got out early today to work up, and thankfully the cabin is in the woods, so it's not as, so it is cooler, much cooler in that section in the woods. So I was able to go up there, work outside for a couple of hours, and then come back in, regroup, cool down for a bit, and then I went and hung out at the pool, worked out at the pool for a couple of hours, and now I'm back in. I went back up to the cabin to do some more work after the heat of the day. You can't get anything done during that heat of the day. So during that heat, I decided to go and sorry, hold on. I'm fixing something there. So I'm able to, so then I was able to go back and go up and do more work at the cabin. There we go. Sorry, I just had a hater in there, so I have to kick out the haters. So just bear with me while I was doing that. So I am blessed. Again, I worked for all of my adult life, and at various jobs and stuff, and owned my own businesses and everything. And so when COVID came around, I had the opportunity to retire early from a Fortune 500 company in finance. So, but that was what I did for the majority of my after I came back from Disney and I got back into finance, that's what I did. So once that came around, I took the opportunity to retire, and now this is what I do full time. So this is my job, and I love my job. I love it. So I love being here. I love being able to get to talk with you and have and be able to chat and get to know each other a little bit. Now I will tell you, if you write to me in another language, I'm not going to be able to answer you. I barely can read the English as it scrolls by, never mind a foreign language. Do I have pigs? Asks Gordon. Yes, I have one pig, Papa Pig. He is a pet pig. He will never be bacon. So, and he is a Vietnamese potbelly pig, and he is a big pig. But he's a good boy. I like him. I like him. So, from Argentina. All right, thanks for being here. Do I get 4 or 6 packs? I'm sure if I dieted even more, if I was more strict with the portions that I ate and the food that I ate, I could. Abs are made in the kitchen. That is for sure. It is 100% true. And you have to build them, but you also have to deplete the water off of them. So you have to build the muscle there. So the muscle is there. I have abs. It's just I don't have. I'm not. 8% body fat. I'm probably 12% body fat to 14% body fat. So which for women is low. So that's why you see that I have a good musculature to me. So. Spain is in the house. Thank you for joining me. Do I have an email? I'm sure do, but that is not how you're going to contact me. There is, oops, hold on. I'm reaching over to grab my water. Sorry about that. Okay, my water fell down. There are very limited, as you can imagine, I get thousands and thousands and thousands of requests a day. So it doesn't matter, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all of those. I get thousands of requests a day. Thank you so much for my heart. I cannot keep up with the requests or the messages there. I can try and like your comments and occasionally comment back. And I'm just being honest with you because, again, and as far as that portion of my my work, that is something that I handle personally. So with regards to that, I don't have the opportunity to respond back. But I have other platforms that are my main source of DMs. So that's why it's very important, again, for you to hit subscribe or follow or join so that you can find out all the different social medias that I'm on. And if you need to send me a DM, then you'll know which one I will respond to, right? So you just have to bear with me there. So, but yes, there's plenty of fakes out there. So I want you to be sure that you're not falling for the fakes. Every day I hear from one of my fans that does find the right place to DM me that they fell for a fake, and the fakes are always scam artists. They'll tell you that here's a sure sign. What are the telltale signs of a fake Mary account? One, they reach out to you asking for a follow back. I again, with thousands and thousands, I don't have that opportunity. Or they'll ask you for a friend request. I don't ask you for a friend request. I ask that you follow me. I ask that you join and subscribe, but I'm not going to ask you to follow me back. So that's one. And I've had it where I've been live and a fake Mary has jumped in and tried to solicit people right in the live to take people away. I do my live so that my hands are free. I'm never typing at the same time. So you know that I can't possibly be sending you a friend request at that point. So that's one way. Another way is Telegram. I don't use it. So get that out of your head right now. So if you think you're chatting with me on Telegram, that's not me. Snapchat, that's another one. I don't use it. I don't. So that's definitely a fake. And even so Facebook, I have, On Facebook, there's a fake on there that has 87,000 followers, has way more followers than I even have, and it's all fake material. And when you look at it, you can tell that the material has been faked, that they've stolen it from my other account. The quality of all that stuff is degraded. So and every time I try to report them, they don't take it off. So I don't know what to do about that. But it's a fake Mary. So. What's my baby goat's name? Lacey asks. My baby goat's name is Pearl. So it's Mavis and Pearl and Arnie. Arnie's the dad. And Pearl looks the spitting image of her dad. She's all white with black. And if you look in my posts and my reels, you'll see her. So make sure you hit follow and subscribe so that way you get to see baby Pearl. I post something about her just almost every day. So thanks, thanks for your question. Thanks for joining in and waving. Yes, I got lots of waves. Thank you for waving. Thank you for thinking I look amazing. I do appreciate that. Yes, latch hook. I am working on latch hook. I thought I would be able to do it while I was talking to you, but that hasn't worked out so much. Right now, it's a pillowcase, and I am working on a cow. Yes, I'm working on one of those Hereford cows. And I have a big picture of it, which you can't see, but it's up over here. That it's up on my wall. That's the same. But I did do this one up here. This rooster is all done by me. So right there. So, and you can buy that on Amazon. That's where I got that. And the same with the cow. You can get it on Amazon. So, hi there, Jacko. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for being here, Takas. Jean, thanks for liking. I appreciate that. I think that's what me Encantos means. Encantos? I don't. Thank you so much for being here. What do I do for a living? You're looking at it. I am now a social media. See, now my Northeast accent is coming in. A social media creator. So I spent 30 years in finance before retiring. Thanks for liking my different social media platforms, Talik. Thanks for being here. I do appreciate that. Where in the Northeast did I matriculate from? Where did I grow up? I was born and raised in Massachusetts, but I spent most of my summers in New Hampshire or down the Cape. So thank you for my roses. I do appreciate that. So, and I did travel all over the Northeast. The states are relatively small. So I did get to spend, I did travel extensively through New Hampshire, Vermont, Maine, Rhode Island, Connecticut. So I must have started in finance at 3. Thank you. Mwah. Thank you for liking. I love that. Yes. No, for everybody, I am in my fantastic 50s. You won't get any closer than that, but I am in my 50s. So, yes, Massachusetts is where I grew up. You love the Cape? Yes, the Cape is I do love the Cape as well. I have spent time in Falmouth and Yarmouth and Truro and Provincetown and Nantucket and Martha's Vineyard and Wellfleet. Also in Marion on the other side before the bridge. Lots of fond memories of Cape Cod. I love being able to go down and get the lobster. We must be getting up, I don't know if it's molting season yet, towards the end of the month, and usually around the 4th of July is their molting season, so the shells are a little bit softer. So, on a piece of paper, so you can screenshot. My favorite YouTuber? Well, here's the thing. I am so busy making content that I often don't have time to watch content. I'm just being honest with you guys. I am being honest. I do follow David Portnoy, I can't even say Portnoy, the Barstool Sports guy. I do follow him. Him and his, although I find his Mrs. Peaches, I like that he has a dog too, and that, I don't know, just he sounds whiny when he says Mrs. Peaches. But I like when he does his reviews of pizza. I don't eat the pizza, but I do miss, that's one thing, being in the South, I miss good pizza. I really miss good pizza. E74 asks, what's my favorite color? I have several favorite colors, unfortunately, and they're brilliant colors. They're purples, royal blues, or sapphire blues, ruby reds, emerald greens, also like an aquamarine blue, but like a lilac on the side, on the quiet side of purple, but then, you know, like a deep, rich purple too. So, and those colors tend to look good on me, and I think that's why I'm drawn to them. Same with fuchsia, the hot pink. I really like that. Hi, Patrick. I said hi to you. Hi, is it Elijah? Elia? I missed the name, but it began with an E and it had an L and an IA in there, so hello. Midnight Orchid, though, that's a good color, yes. See, so like colors in here, like all in this, you know, oftentimes you'll see me, a lot of the neon colors too. I'll wear the orange bikini, I'll wear a yellow bikini, I'll wear a red bikini, reds, the fuchsia pinks, but then like the purples and the blues, all of those. So I like all those colors. All right, so where are we at? Venezuela. All right, Henry. A lot of people from Venezuela tonight. I did have the pleasure and the opportunity to go to Caracas not once but twice, and it was a lot of fun both times that I was there. Although one of my taxi drivers got lost, and I needed assistance from a policia to tell him exactly what hotel. He brought us to like 3 different places, even though we had a card saying where we were going. I needed a police escort from this one policia to bring us back to the appropriate hotel. What's my favorite type of bird? I'm actually not a bird person, so chicken is probably my favorite type. The chickens are pretty smart. I have a half dozen chickens that are free range. Actually, I have 9 chickens altogether that are free range. 6 that are of laying age, and 3 that are still too young to lay eggs. So every day I get between 3 and 5 eggs, because each one of the laying hens only produces, I think it's every day and a quarter. So it just depends on the day. So that's my favorite type of bird. I don't like the ones that can poop on my head. I don't like the ones that fly overhead like that. So, thank you Cameron for asking if all is well. Yes, all is well here on the farm. Thanks for joining in. Lorenzo is from Wales. I am a portion Welsh. I don't know, it's a small portion, but I do have some. I'm mostly Irish, but I do have some English, Scottish, and Welsh, as well as Norwegian and German. Stella is doing great. She is outside playing, so she is not, while it is cooler temperatures, she was inside sleeping when it was really hot today, so she's outside playing at the moment. So, Scotland is Wales. Wales is a small country. Yes, Wales is a small country. From what I can see, I've never been to Wales. I've been to Scotland, so I think I went through it. I've been to Ireland. I've been to England and Scotland, but I didn't stop in Wales. And Danish and German. All right. Fantastic. I have like a smidge German in me, I guess. Somebody asked if I am married. Yes, I am married. And I have Jackie. Hi, Jackie. Thanks for joining in. Let's see. Your regards to Stella, Lacey? All right. I'll let her know you were asking about her. Cameron asked how old I am. The closest you're going to get from me is I'm in my fantastic 50s. So, have I been to Ireland yet? Yes. When I did travel with Disney on Ice, I spent about a month and a half in Ireland. All of it in Dublin. It was the start of the tour after a break, so for a portion of the time I was kept on USA time, and that left it very hard to travel and do anything. And then when the show started, we were transferred over to the European time. And again, we doing the show, you only have a day or so off. And it's not easy. I don't know if transportation has gotten any easier over there. But for me, I wanted to go to County Cork, and I didn't have the opportunity to do that. So at some point, I do want to go back and, kiss the Blarney Stone and go to County Cork and do a whole bunch of other stuff. So, wondered about saying our age. No, it's just something I keep to myself. No need. It's irrelevant. I feel like I'm 25. I identify with a 25-year-old. Do I like Irish guys? Yeah, I like all guys. I love Irish brogue. I do love a good Irish brogue. Working in Cork in the morning. Ah, very nice. Very nice. Oh, somebody's writing to me in Spanish. I am not going to be able to keep up with that. You haven't seen me in a while? Well, here I am. So make sure that you hit follow, like, subscribe, join, so that you can get caught up on all of my newest content. So, thanks, Scott, for liking how I look. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Let's see. Somebody's asking how old again. I will tell you that I am in my fantastic 50s. Thanks for asking. I was in the pool earlier, so so that I did catch a tan a little bit, I'm sure. From there, I did put on sunscreen. I put on sunscreen every time I go out. But I do enjoy being outside, so I spend a lot of time outside. Thank you for joining in. ¿Cómo estás? That one I know. Okay, so that one I know. I'm doing well. How are you doing? Clint, you're 52? Excellent. The fantastic 50s, where you're still young enough to do everything that you want to do, right? I feel fantastic. So, I can do everything that I want to do. I did have an accident last year where I rolled my side by. Again, if you look at my past posts, my reels and shorts, you'll see that I had a sling, and I do believe that this muscle separated here, so I do have a kind of funky muscle right there. So it's different on this side than this side, and that's where I fell and hit. So either that or it's still a hematoma from a year ago. So if you write to me in other language, I am not going to know. So it is going to be time for me to say goodbye, because it is time for me now to have dinner. So I do appreciate you all being here. I am happy that you joined me live while I sat back and just chatted with you. We get to know each other a little bit. So, again, thank you so much. I'm not going to be able to keep up with the comments there. I tried to grab a comment, but it all just scrolled, and then some new people came in. So I do hope that you enjoy your evening. I wish you a wonderful weekend. May it be warm, may it be sunny where you are, and may you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And hit follow, like, subscribe, join, and this way you can follow all my social media, and you can check out the other social media platforms that I'm on so that you know you're following me on the correct. You've got the real Mary on all the different social media platforms. So, again, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure getting to know you and chatting with you tonight. So, good night, everybody. Bye now. See you real soon. Oh.